Okay, today we are making homemade pizza dough. I'm going to start with my activated dry yeast. I'm going to put some warm water in my KitchenAid and put 2 spoonfuls of activated dry yeast into there, as well as a little bit of brown sugar to really help it out. Wait till it's foamy and frothy. Then I'm going to add some onion, garlic, Italian seasoning, and salt after everything's starting to knead with my flour. And this is about 1 cup of warm water. Now we're going to add 2 spoonfuls of our activated yeast and a little bit of brown sugar. There's 1 and 2. Now to help the activation of the yeast and to speed up the frothiness so that we can get what we want, we're going to add brown sugar, which is going to be able to feed off of it. Yeast is alive, so the organisms in there will be eating the sugar. Now, as you can see, there's no frothiness whatsoever to this mixture. I'm just going to mix it all up. And when it's ready, it will have a froth along the top of this water. And then we can start adding in our flour until we get the proper consistency. Then we can roll a ball up, put the ball in the center of this bowl, cover it with a red kitchen towel, throw it in the fridge for about 30 to 40 minutes so it poofs up. And then we have our kitchen dough ball ready so that we can turn it into pizza dough, garlic breadsticks, or any of the following things like calzones or any of them. Okay, and as you can see, our yeast is activated, and I'm going to start adding my seasonings and then my flour. It's going to be about 3 cups, and I'm going to knead it into a ball using my KitchenAid. And I think it's worth mentioning that you want to use your dough hook, not a beater. It won't work properly. So here's my dough hook. I'm going to attach it and get it ready. My seasonings are added, and this is just to flavor up the dough a little bit more. I'm going to start adding flour now. Okay, my dough ball is ready, all mixed up. Going to cover it with a kitchen towel, throw it in the refrigerator with a towel over the top for about 20 to 30 minutes to poof up. Covered and ready to go in the fridge. Okay, and our dough ball is all poofed and ready for us to get our flour on the table, flour on the rolling pin, and roll it out for pizza dough. Okay, I have flour out on the table, and I have put flour and spread it all over the rolling pin, rubbing it in so that I can have ease rolling this out into a pizza dough size pizza. Okay, now my dough is all rolled out to pizza size. I'm going to perforate the entire dough so it doesn't create bubbles. I'm going to put a little cornmeal on my pan so that it doesn't stick during the cooking process. Cornmeal. And you just sprinkle it on the pan so it gives it some action to release, because that will not cook and it does not affect the dough or anything. It just gives it something to lift off of. So we're going to put our dough on there, and then we're going to perforate. Okay, and it's a little bit hard to see, but as you can see, I have perforated my entire dough. I just use a fork and lightly jab it all the way around where my dough is. So that way no bubbles or air pockets form. And that is pizza dough.